What it do, Glamour Gang? Welcome back. This is going to be another sponsored video for you guys. I am reviewing the Ishow water wave texture. I've already completed the unit, and I'm going to take you guys through the steps on me making the unit and exactly what I think about this hair. So first of all, throw this baby on. This is a lot of hair, right? So I kind of had this rolled up into a clip. So you guys, I received 4 bundles of hair along with a regular size lace closure. And the bundle lengths were 4 bundles of 22 inches. And I received a 20-inch lace closure. Now you guys know I have a little small peanut head, so 4 bundles was a lot for me. However, I did fit all 4 bundles onto my wig. Now, I've been doing a lot of these videos, so it's kind of becoming a little redundant as far as how I make my wigs. I did double the bottom 2 bundles, and then I sold the other 2 bundles in the regular single wefted manner. If you guys need a more detailed video as far as how I make my wigs, I will make sure that I leave some links down in the description bar, and you guys can go and check that out. Now, as far as the closure, I decided to... Now, you guys know that I have not been bleaching knots. However, this time, I did go back and bleach just the hairline of the closure, just so I could give you a better idea whether or not the knots bleached. So, I bleached the hairline. I left it on there for about 45 minutes. It lifted to a dark orange color, like barely lifted. I'm pretty sure if I would have left it on there longer, it probably would have lifted a lot higher. However, this is what the hairline looks like, you know, leaving it on there for the time that I did leave it on there. So you don't see any of the knots, but it is more of an orange color. The knots will probably lift a lot higher if you leave the bleaching solution on there for longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my baby hairs using my Design Essentials foam wrapping mousse. I'm just gonna do the hairline. I did have to go back and pluck the hairline on this closure. I haven't really had to pluck as much lately with the review videos, but this hairline was really thick. It did not come already pre-plucked or thinner at the hairline. And I didn't pluck a lot of hair because, you guys, I don't like those over plucked hairlines. And plus, I feel like the more hair you remove, the faster your closures and your frontals are going to be needed to be replaced. Now, someone asked, how do I get my regular closures to look natural and more like I'm wearing the frontal? So I am going to show you guys doing my hairline in this video. So I'm going to be using a spray bottle. Is this broke? So I'm just going to spray my hairline with water. And so when I do my middle parts, I kind of like to have them off the middle, so the very middle of my face would go right here in the middle of my nose. So I like to make it slightly, like a slight off middle part, if that makes sense. So instead of doing it directly in the middle, I feel like when you go slightly away from the middle, it make it look a lot more natural. I'll go back with my foam solution. And you guys, I showed you in my 5x5 closure how I do my hairline, that I always stick to having almost like a widow's peak, like right in the middle, to kind of break up how my baby hairs lay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make almost like a slight widow's peak right there in the middle. And then once I've created my slight widow's peak, I'm gonna go down here. This is the very end of the closure right here. So unlike a 5x5, which will probably stop somewhere down here, this closure stops right here. So I'm gonna take the very edge of my closure and lay the very end part of the closure down as well. You don't really have to make baby hairs. You just want to kind of bring the hair out a little bit more to kind of shape your face. So I have a big forehead, so I use the ends of my closures to kind of shape around my forehead. And so I'm gonna be, this is the very edge of the closure on this side. And I do not hide my forehead with my closures and my frontals. I actually like having a big forehead. I feel like it fits my face. So I don't try to bring my closures and frontals up too far. I just put it right directly in front of my natural hairline, like right in front of it. And then I'm gonna smooth down the edge of the closure on the opposite side. Make sure I got enough. Make sure I got just enough mousse right here in the front. In the front. Make sure I got enough mousse like right here in the front for my so-called widow's peak. And this pretty much prevents you from having to have those finger wave hairlines. I feel like those finger wave hairlines kind of look better when you rocking a ponytail and not really like a middle part or a side part. So the biggest part with the closure, in my opinion, is the middle of it. So even though this is not where my part is, because a lot of people have a part and then they have a swoop right in the middle of their part, it should be slightly offset from your part. So here's my part here, and then this is my widow's peak, and then you want to always lay down the very ends. And now I'm gonna go back with my dryer and pretty much dry this into place. So now that I'm done with my hairline, I'm also gonna go back and spray my part, just so it can be a little bit more defined. I don't like it too flat. Sometimes it just makes it that much more obvious that you have on closure. So flat enough, and then kind of push up the very roots of the hair to kind of camouflage the lace, where people ain't all up in your lace trying to see if they see some grids or anything like that. So kind of make it flat like this. See how you can see the part a little bit more? And I did use the Sally Hansen for the remaining part of the closure and only bleach the very front of the hairline. So smooth it out, and then kind of take your fingers and bunch it up like right at the roots. You know how when you get new growth, it's kind of thicker at the roots? That's kind of like what I'm emulating, I guess that's the right word. Working like always. What else do I do? You can tell I pushed it forward more right there. But yeah, let me bring all of the hair to the front so you guys can see what I mean by 4 bundles being a lot for me. You can see how full it is. Overall, I really do like this texture. Again, this is their waterwave, 4 bundles of 22 inches and a 20-inch lace closure. I feel like 4 bundles is enough for anybody, regardless of what the size of your head is. I feel like the hair is worth the price. I did get a little bit of shedding with the hair, but overall, still good. So for everybody who's been rocking with me for a minute, what it do? And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome to the Glam Fam. Turn your notifications on, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.